Okay, so this is Ken, and we have our group meeting for the Zohar class, Parsha Shavuot, with Moshe Guy in Haifa. So I'll give it to you to lead the crew, Moshe.
So Shalom Aleichem, good evening. Now we will learn today some important things about the parasha. But first of all, I would like to say a few words about the parasha of last week that we read on Shabbos, parasha Tavo.
Mm-hmm.
It's really connected because it's Tavo. It's like there's a connection, a special connection between these two parashiot, because Kitetse is to go out and Tavo is to come in. This is the beginning of these two parshas, these two parshas of the Torah. So let's say a few words about the parsha of the Shabbos, of Kitetse, and then we'll connect it with the parsha Tavo and see from the Zohar a few things that said Rabbi Shimon. So the first thing I want to say that the parasha begins with the word Kitetse lamilchama al oivecha. And it's very interesting because you should say Kitetse lamilchama im oivecha. When you go out to the war with your enemy. Why the Torah says when you go out to the war, you're above your enemy, you're upon your enemy. And that's what the Torah wants to tell us, that when you go out to the war, you have four. You're better, you're higher. Hashem is with you. When you decide to go out to do something, it can be diet, it can be to start a new work, it can be to start a new lesson, it can be, I don't know, to do sport, whatever you start. When you start something, when you go out to the war, it's the war with your habits, it's the war with your nefesh habehemit, with your animal soul. Then know that Hashem is with you, and you have yitaron. You have four on your enemy. And another important point, I think that we feel it every day, is kitetse lamilchama. When you go out from your house, from your place, after davening, after learning Torah, after putting tefillin on, you come to the world. You're in a state of war. What happens? I like peace. I'm a man of peace. I don't want to fight with no one, not with the neighbors, not with the friends in my work, not with the family. Why it has to be like that? But this is what the Torah says, Kitetse lamilchama. Then immediately that you go out from your connection with Hashem, immediately you are in a war. And that's how Hashem created the world, that we have to fight to gain, to get peace, to be more like we should be. And we're getting it by war. This is the way the world is built. When we came to Eretz Israel, after we went out from Egypt, we came to the Eretz Israel. We had to get it. Why Hashem didn't give it to us on a tray, on a silver tray? Why not? We had to fight to get this country. It was 3,000 years ago, and it was 70 years ago. because this world is world that is actually every part in the world is separated. And actually our war is to unify everything, to make from all these details, from all these pieces of puzzle, to make it one picture. It's like now we're sitting together and we're learning Torah with Tamir, with Abraham, like in the good days, just without Zoom. But it actually is to take every individual and to get them together on one screen and to be together. So this is the second point. The third point is it's the sentence that says, "Lo tir'eh et shor achicha o et seyo midachim v'it'alamta mehem." It means the pshat is that when you see someone that lost something, you have to try to give it back to him. Yes? He lost his donkey, he lost his horse, he lost his sheep, I don't know, he lost his wallet. But exactly, it's about the spiritual thing he lost. Sometimes a person loses his spiritual gifts he had, his connection with Hashem, his good feeling, his happiness. So you have to try to do your best to give it back to him. And even if you don't know him, this is the Chidush of the Baal Shem Tov. It says that you have to do your best to help another Jew that even you never saw him before. He's in the back of the world. He's at the end of the world. You never saw him before, but you know about him. You know that he doesn't have something that you can give it back to him. You have to do your effort to give it back to him.
Patty just joined us, I'll mention.
Oh, Patty, good evening.
Hi, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're welcome. We started and we said that we began to say a few words about the last parasha, and we're connected to this parasha. So we said that the names of the parasha are very similar. It's ki tetzeh, ki tavo, when you go out and when you come back. And we want to connect these, first of all, to understand what is ki tetzeh, what is the meaning of ki tetzeh. And one of the things that this parasha, ki tetzeh and ki tavo, are always before Rosh Hashanah. They're in Chodesh Elul. And the meaning of the word Elul is searching. We're searching. In Chodesh Elul, we're searching in our, it's like a businessman that at the end of the year is looking in his books and he looks what goes out, what comes in, what you have to change. He needs to make a sikum. Yes, Tamir, how you say sikum? To see what he earned this year and how can we improve the situation for the next year. And we say every day, 2 times a day, chapter number 27 in Tehillim, in Psalms. And there he said that David, Hashem, Ori V'ishi, Mimihira. Yes? And these are 3 points. Ori, Ishi, and Ma'oz Chayai that are written in this sentence. And the explanation is that Ori, like the Chassidus explains, Ori is we have to have light to know what's right and what's wrong. And that's why the Torah is called Torah Or. The light of the Torah is showing us what's right and what's wrong. We don't know what's right and what's wrong. Yeah, a person who was born is not, he wasn't born with license. He's not a driver. He has to learn. He has to learn to drive. He has to learn to swim. We don't know what's right and what's wrong. But when we learn the Torah is saying us, showing us the right thing, the wrong thing. But it's not enough. After we know what's right and what's wrong, we need Yishki. What is Yishki? We need your help, Hashem. We need your help to help us to go in the right way. Go and to do what we understand that it's right. And the last thing is Ma'oz Chayai. Ma'oz Chayai is Ma'oz, it's power, and Chayai, it's life. We need power and life not to be satisfied with what we have. Now we, Baruch Hashem, we have 4 students together. We are students of Torah Hashem. We sit together, we learn. Amos of Torah. We have to decide that next week, Mitzvah Hashem will have 7 friends together. Shmulik is joining us now. Shalom Aleichem. So here we have already, we're 5 from the world, from across the ocean, sitting together and learning.
Well, I had a guy that I sent a message to. He said he wanted to attend, but he never responded, from Brazil.
Excellent. Who is it?
He didn't come, so I can't fix it. He didn't say so.
Okay. Maybe next week. Okay.
Hopefully, yes.
So, Betty, you're welcome to bring your friends to this meeting if they want to.
I will try.
Yeah, we should try. Okay, so now the 5th point is that the parasha said that when you build a new house, you have to build a barrier to your roof. And the point here is that when you start a new thing, it's not enough. It's not enough the limits and the power you had before you started it. It's not enough now. For example, someone finishes yeshiva, you start now to go to life, start to work. Someone now is getting married. Baruch Hashem. It's like a new house. It's like you're building something new. You have to have ma'akel gagecha. You have to have barriers to your roof. You have to have this barrier that will keep you from falling. And that's actually the blessing that we're making on the barrier. Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asot ma'akeh, to build a barrier. We have to give another, something that will surround us and keep us, because we started something new. The 6th point is when you go out, we said, And it's written that the war is actually when you start to pray. Many people ask, why is it that when I start to pray, I have such bad thoughts that I don't have when I see a football game or when I'm just traveling around or so. I don't have these thoughts. Why I have these bad thoughts when I'm praying, when I want to come close to Hashem? And the Kabbalah, the Pnimiut Torah is giving me a very interesting answer. And he says that when two people are fighting one with the other, and one is trying to get over the other, so the other side is trying to get over. So actually, when you see that there are bad thoughts that are coming while you're praying, while you're davening, it's actually showing that you are working, that you're doing a good job, because you're really annoying the bad side, the negative side. And he has to show that he's here and he's not going to give up. So it's exactly the opposite. When you see hafma'ot, when you see things that disturb you, it means that you're on the right way, and you just have to be stubborn and to continue on. And the last point about last week is כי תצא למלחמה. He says that actually, when we came down to this world, we came to do work here. We didn't come here just to have fun. We came to do work. We got a job. Before we came down, we got a job. And the job is actually to fix things in the reality, in the world, in the physical world, that connected with our soul. Everyone with his job. And what's written, something very interesting, that it's written in Chassidut, that if you can work with diamonds, you have the ability. You have the ability to lelatesh yalovim, to work with diamonds, to polish diamonds,
to shape
them. You have the power to shape them. And you say, listen, you know what? I'm gonna work in a bakery because I like the smell or I like the taste. Because I like the taste, so you're missing the point. Because if your abilities are to shape diamonds, you have to work with diamonds. If you can be a teacher, don't be a driver. If you can influence people with your knowledge, you have to use your talents that Hashem gave you. If you can sing, be a singer. And that's what the point is, that we have to try to use all the gifts that Hashem gave us. And this is the 7 points. And now we try to connect it with this parasha, Tavo. And I'll say just a small word about this Tavo because I didn't have enough time to prepare all the points I wanted to tell about this parasha. But I saw something very beautiful before we come to the Zohar, that Tavo is the same letters of Avot. Tavo is the same letters of Avot. Avot is Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. Yes? And Baraturim, he says that ki tavo, ki, if you calculate these two letters, you get 30. And you count the letters, ki tavo, it's another 6 letters, it's exactly 36 letters. It's exactly 36 against the 36 that became that in every generation. That are actually, it's like in every generation we have people, not many, it's only 36. We're talking about population of the world, it's more than 7 billion. But there are 36 people in the world that Hashem put in the world that they are like the patriarch, like in a way, yeah, they remind us of the patriarch. Abraham, Isaac, Yaakov, and in every generation. So we have Kitavo. Tavo, it's the same letters like Avot. The Kitavo, we have 30, another 6 letters, is 36. This is one point about the parsha. I have more things to say, but Mirza Hashem next week will make a sikun of the things that about this. I learned this. But now I want to open the Zohar. We don't have on the parasha the Zohar. Let's go to the Talmud. One minute. Okay. In a minute, I'll bring the right Zohar. I brought the wrong Zohar. 1 minute. Yeah. So we are talking about, we don't have something that's written about Tavo. We have something about Vayelech. The Bible, do you have this Zohar with Vayelech? The beginning of Vayelech. Because there's nothing that's written about the parasha Tavo only Vayelech. So we read some words from Parashat Vayelech. That this is the next thing that is written in the Zohar after Parashat Tetzeh. Do you have it with me, Avram?
I don't have.
Okay.
Well, which portion did you say again?
The parasha is Parashat Vayelech because we don't have Parashat Tavo.
Just continue.
In the order of the parasha, we don't have Tavo. So we'll read some sentence from Parashat Vayelech. That is the next parasha that's written.
Go ahead.
Okay. It says here, Vayelech Moshe, וידבר את הדברים האלה אל כל ישראל. Moshe is going and he's telling all the things, all the Torah to all Israel. רבי חזקיה פתח, מוליך לימין משה, זרוע תפארתו בוקע מים מפניהם. זכאי נינון ישראל, לקודש בריחו נתראי בהול, ונתראי בהול, קרא לו בנין. וכרין כזישין, אחי, נחת לדיירה עם הון, הדאו דכתיב, ועשו לי מקדש, ושכנתי בתוכה. I'll explain a little bit what we read now. The Zohar said here that Am Yisrael, they have a very big merit. that Hashem is with them. Hashem loved Am Yisrael. This is something we have to know, that we have 70 nations. And Hashem decided, it's his, with his free will, to pick one nation from all the nations and to give them special qualities, special abilities. And this is Am Yisrael. And and because Hashem is with them all the time, he called them Banim. There's a sentence that says, Banim atem Hashem lokichem. Every one of us is like a son or a daughter of Hashem. And like a person loves his son and loves his daughter, and much more than that, Hashem loved every one of us. And they were called brothers to Hashem, the way, of course, way of speaking. And then, he came down to this world to be with us. We're talking about the temple, we're talking about the Mishkan, the desert. We're talking actually about every place that we live. When we put mezuzah in the entrance, and we're doing our best to keep Shabbos and to do the mitzvot of the Torah, Hashem is with us. Hashem revealed himself in our house, in our life, in our heart. We have questions?
So I'll unmute everyone if they have questions. Hopefully it will work. I'm not sure. I just want to, my question is just to make sure I'm following you. Basically, you said that Hashem has great love for the children of Israel. Yes?
Yes.
And what was, and then what? That's my question.
And then we said he has a big, and it's a loss more than a person has to his son or to his daughter. It's a very, very special love. And it's more than love. It's like he's revealing himself in our to be with us. It's like a father that his son is far away. Yes, and it's not enough to speak on the phone or to send a letter. You want to see him, you want to be with him, you want to hug him. Yes. So in a way of speaking, so we have a very, very close relation with Hashem. Hashem really loves us like a person has affection love to his son and to his daughter. And that's why Hashem wanted us to be like angels in a way. It sounds very not realistic, but the Rambam says that when a person goes by the laws of the Torah and is really trying hard to do good things, he is in a way he is connecting himself with the angels. And like an angel is a messenger from Hashem to his work, so every one of us in a way can be a messenger for many, many people around us. And I want to tell you a story about it. There was, in the time of the Baal Shem Tov, Rabbi Israel Baal Shem Tov, there was one of his students, one of his, how you say, followers, came to him and said, Rabbi, I have a question. I want to see Eliyahu Navi.
Me too.
I want to see. It was before Chag HaPesach. So Baal Shem Tov told him, listen, there's a widow in this village, and her husband passed away a few weeks ago. She don't have anything. She has many children, and she needs food for the holiday for Pesach. So you're a rich man, so take a carriage and put on it all the good things, matzahs and wine and meat and fish, and all what a family needs to the holiday, and go there, and Mitzvah Hashem, you'll meet Eliyahu. Okay, very good. He filled the carriage, and he came to this widow, and he brought all the good things, he got the packages down, and wished them a happy holiday. Yeah. Drove away, yeah, went away. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, he didn't see Eliyahu Navi, so he came to the Baal Shem Tov, and he said, Rabbi, I did what you told me to do, and I didn't see Eliyahu Navi. So the Baal Shem Tov said, listen, we're coming now to the second holiday of Pesach. So do the same. Take a carrot again and fill it and go to this widow. Okay. When he came near to the house, the children saw him from the window, from the yard, and they started to shout, Mommy, Mommy, here is Eliyahu Navi is coming again. You got the point, Abraham? They saw him. He was the Eliyahu Navi for them. He made them with his attitude, with his giving. He gave them. He was their Eliyahu Navi. That's a very. It's a message. It's something we have to think about. That I have to be the messenger for the people around me to do what I can to help them. Sometimes it's in a good word, to say good words. Sometimes it's to hear them, just to listen. Sometimes it's maybe to give food. Sometimes maybe, I don't know, sometimes to teach. But we have to be in a position of giving. And the Baal Shem Tov says, the Chassidut says, that when Tohav Yehudi, Hashem Yoav Otcha. Ta'aseh Tova Yehudi, Hashem Yitiv Otcha. Tekarev Yehudi, Hashem Yikarev Otcha. When you love your fellow Jew, Hashem will love you. When you make a favor for someone, then Hashem will make you a favor. And when you take someone and you get him close to the Torah, to the mitzvahs, to the shul, to davening, then Hashem will get you closer and closer to the Torah, to the mitzvah.
Thank you.
Okay. If you have questions, you're welcome.
Okay. Well, there was something wonderful about Eliyahu and Navi in the last week's portion.
Yeah.
that I read, and I don't know if I could find it quickly, but it was a connection of, it's the very last section, or one of the last sections of the portion. It says, the Eliyahu Navi is supposed to come and reveal Moses basically immediately. So like don't wait. There's like the story of Rabbi Shimon saying, apparently they're learning with him. I don't really understand how it goes with the Zohar, but they're learning with Eliyahu Navi, and the Rabbi Shimon says that please, if you come immediately, Eliyahu Navi, and reveal Moses in the world, then the Hashem will be happy.
You say that he's going to reveal Moses in the world?
That's what it said, that he should, and he should do it immediately, and he should not wait. And it's better for Eliyahu Navi not to wait and come and reveal Moses in the world, so that the world will, I guess, do the completion of the bringing the next, good.
That's exactly. That was it. הרי שולח פרק אליהו נביא, ושיב לבבות על בנים ולבנים על אבותם. I'm going to send you Eliyahu Navi, and he's going to bring back the people, it's like generations. We will get generations together, Abraham, to make connection between generations. Sometimes today, people are not connected and feel very far, even from their parents sometimes, even from their children. And what he said in the prophet, that Eliyahu Navi is going to take them and make them again one family, one unit. And this is part of the redemption that we're waiting for. And like he said, that he's going to come a few days before Mashiach is going to come and announce that now we're coming to a new time, and we hope it will be before Rosh Hashanah.
Yes, definitely. Well, it just the thing that it says there's some teaching in the Mishnah or something, or the last sentence is, do not tarry in doing it neither a week nor a month nor a year, but do it immediately. That's the message to Eliyahu. Don't wait a week, a month, or a year, but do it now. So if now is good.
We accept it. We accept it like it can be a frame, it can be a achlata, decision. Yeah.
This is hastening.
We like you said, like we have to remember that we went out from Egypt and we were slaves in Egypt. And we came out. We have to remember it every day. And like we have to remember all the enemies we had. And you have to remember the day of Shabbos. Every day to remember Shabbos, we're getting close to Shabbos. Actually, what he said that we're going to finish these 6,000 years of doing and come to a new era that it will be called Shabbos. It's 1,000 years of Shabbos that we are going into, and we start to, like we're tasting the food of Shabbos. Before Shabbos is coming, we're tasting the food. See, it's tasty, it's good. There's enough salt, there's enough of everything. So now we can taste the taste of the redemption. If we'll just try, we'll just pay attention.
So they said that the moon is supposed to be as bright as the sun. They also said the sun is supposed to increase to 7 times as powerful.
But I suppose it's a process. It's not something that will happen in one day. It's things that are, we believe that Hashem is gonna, redeem us, to help us, to save us. It will be slowly, step by step, and it's going to be a very pleasant process.
Thank you.
Yes, Hashem, and we will.
Pleasant. 2 thumbs up. Thank you. Anybody else for questions or anything? Last call for anyone?
Hello, Ken, can you hear me?
Yes, we all can hear you, everyone.
First of all, I don't want Eliyahu Navi to come before Rosh Hashanah because
No.
I'm afraid we're gonna miss the dinner of Rosh Hashanah. What do you say? I'm waiting for the dinner.
Forget the dinner.
Forget the dinner. We all are gonna miss the dinner.
Bye, dinner.
Okay. Yes, Hashem. See you
Just a
next
second,
week.
Ken, please, just a second, Ken.
Yes.
Ken, just remark for the next meeting. I think Guy should get closer to the camera because I didn't hear him. It wasn't clear to me.
Oh, okay. So the volume wasn't so loud. Okay.
It wasn't clear. I couldn't hear him very well.
Okay. So I'll make sure he
Okay.
can talk about it.
You heard me good, Avram?
Most of it I did, but not all of it. Most,
Not all.
not all. Okay.
And now, Ken,
Betty, you heard me clearly?
sorry?
Betty?
Patty, we're trying to get Patty. Patty, can you unmute and say something if you're available?
Okay.
Okay, she's muted, but I'll check
Okay.
it.
Ken,
Yes,
another
sir.
question. Ken,
Next week, here's Asher.
Bye, Moshe. Yes,
just a second, Ken. I got another question.
for Moshe.
Yes.
Ken, can you hear me?
Yes.
I got another question. Are you in LA?
No, I'm in Florida.
Ah, okay. But it seems like evening. It's night. Doesn't seem like
Right.
like.
Well, let me just. I'm gonna stop the recording. Do you have a question for Moshe?
No, I don't.
Okay, then I'm gonna stop the recording. Thank you, Moshe. And Tamir, you could ask me all the questions you